Hey guys, Bluey back here with another video. I'm doing another video today because I really just want to get more of these sort of videos out as lists of my top favourite movies in certain genres, because I feel like you'll get to know my taste more rather than if I'm just doing Blu-ray updates, Blu-ray hunting, that sort of stuff. I've got all the Blu-rays here, my favourite superhero movies. We'll start off with the honourable mentions and then we'll get into my top 5 list. One thing that you guys may not like is there are 2 ties in the top 5 list, so if people don't like when there are ties between 2 movies, I'm very sorry about that, but that's how it is. I just can't decide which one's better. First of all, some X-Men honorable mentions. X-Men Days of Future Past, such a great movie. This one, I loved it so much because of its originality and how different it was. And it was actually quite similar to Endgame, which was kind of interesting. Maybe that was inspired by this. Great movie. I love the new X-Men characters. I love how it included the new X-Men franchise characters like James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, and the old ones. I thought that was really clever how they did this movie. Yeah. X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, also another great X-Men movie. Probably don't like this one as much as Days of Future Past, but still think this is the second best X-Men movie or the third best X-Men movie in my opinion, but a great movie. Then we've got Spider-Man 1 and 2, another set of movies that is great. Spider-Man 3 was okay, but 1 and 2 are my other honourable mentions. That's MCU movies. Captain America, The First Avenger, probably my favourite Captain America movie. Ant-Man, I love this movie. Many people don't like it, but I love it. And I love Ant-Man as a character. Iron Man, my favourite Iron Man movie. Doctor Strange, probably my favourite of all of these. This is just, I love Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. He's so good. And Spider-Man Homecoming, such a good movie. And also my other honourable mentions are Endgame, Infinity War, and Black Panther. Also love those movies, but those just didn't quite make the list. And now we'll get into the top 5. Just a heads up, I'm a DC fanboy, I'm a DC nut, so if you guys don't like the list, I am very sorry. So coming at number 5, we do have Wonder Woman and Man of Steel. These 2 movies both suffer from exactly the same problems in my opinion. The third act was really where they both kind of went downhill. With this one, there was much of an over-dramatization of what happened in Metropolis. And this one, I just didn't really care for the villain, but I just loved Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman and Henry Cavill as Superman. First of all, just go over why I love Man of Steel so much. The score to this movie is to die for. What Are You Going to Do When You Save the World, and Flight, and Goodbye My Son are just amazing songs. And Hans Zimmer just perfected the Superman score. I like John Williams one more. I've got to say, I like this score more. And this is actually my favourite Superman movie. Just if the third act was less destruction, I would rank this much higher. Just so annoying why Zack Snyder. I don't know why Zack Snyder did that. Nolan should have said something. I don't know why they didn't, but it's a great movie. The scenes when Clark Kent is growing up is just amazing. The tornado scene's amazing. The scene when Henry Cavill barges into General Wilson and is like, "You think you can threaten my mother?" That scene was just, it was great. So the score for this movie is great. The start's great. General Zod, Michael Shannon was pretty good as General Zod. Henry Cavill was great. Amy Adams was okay. There was one little thing in the movie I didn't like what she did, but yeah, this movie is great. You have to check out Man of Steel, best Superman movie out there. Just so much more humane than the other 2. And then Wonder Woman, I love this movie. Chris Pine was great in it, and I do actually have the steelbook of it, the HMV steelbook, with a lovely back. Yeah, but this movie was so good, but just suffers from the same problem. The end act was kind of weak, but I still thought Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman was absolutely superb. Definitely the best Wonder Woman film we've had. And this was really a step in the right direction from DC, because they were coming off movies like Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, not so great movies, and then they just made this. I was so happy to see this. And it was just such a thoroughly enjoying movie. In the scene when she was holding her shield up and the Nazis were shooting guns at her, that was just perfection. That is such a good movie. Coming at number 4, my favourite Marvel movie of all time, Logan. I can't say anything more that's not already been said. Logan is an absolute masterpiece of a movie. Hugh Jackman, a great way to send him off. On the back of 2 pretty weak movies, in my opinion. X-Men Wolverine Origins was pretty shit. The Wolverine was okay, just kind of boring. But Logan was just perfected the Wolverine movies. And this movie was absolutely amazing. I'm yet to check out the Noir edition, but I watched this movie like 3 times. The score is amazing. The little girl in it, who's like, I don't know what I don't know what her relation with Logan is. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, she was amazing. Oh, it's just such a good movie. I love seeing Charles Xavier in another X-Men movie. It's great to see him. And yeah, this is just a thoroughly enjoying movie. My favourite X-Men movie, my favourite Marvel movie. You guys may disagree. Endgame was amazing. Infinity War was amazing. But this one just tops it off for me. The darkness of it, in my opinion, is why I love it. Because I'm a huge DC fan. I like the darkness of the DC, of the DC movies. And I just thought this movie just perfected that. And it was the Wolverine movie I've been striving for. And I got it. The music in it was great. Johnny Cash was in it as well. He with the music he did, the Hurt song he did, just fit the movie so well. And man, this movie was a great movie. I really need to check out the Noir edition as well. Coming out at number 3, we do have a tie between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises. Two amazing movies. If I had to say which one I prefer, be a tiny bit probably The Dark Knight Rises, but Batman Begins, no disrespect, it's an absolutely superb movie. The villain there was more of a villain in Dark Knight Rises, which is probably why I would prefer it. But this was such a great start to the Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. And just, oh my god. Christian Bale as Batman in this movie was great. It was great to see him, off the bat of movies like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, which were absolutely shit, like terrible. So much more serious, so much more humane, and I just thought this was a great movie and a great introduction to the trilogy. And obviously the score by Hans Zimmer for this is amazing as well. Now, The Dark Knight Rises, a great, great movie. The ending for this movie, for me, just worked so, so well. Great by Christian Bale, and I love Tom Hardy as Bane. He was so, so good. The fight scene between Batman and Bane at the end of the movie in Gotham was amazing. Just amazing storyline to this movie. The dialogue was on point. A great send-off for Christian Bale. And I absolutely love this movie to bits. And again, for this movie, the score was amazing. The Rise from this movie, the song by Hans Zimmer, Rise, was a beautiful, beautiful score. Coming at number 2, we do have The Incredibles. Now, I don't know if I can, is this a superhero movie? I think it is, but yeah. This is my second favourite Pixar movie behind Up. But yeah, this used to be my favourite, but I'm trying to change. I'm not really, don't like this movie any less. I just watched Up again, I was like, this is amazing. But yeah, Incredibles, it's a magical, magical movie. So, so original. And I find this really just demonstrated that you can have cartoon superheroes. So did Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse demonstrate that. And this one was amazing. Just as a kid, such memories for this movie. And I couldn't wait for number 2 when it came out and it delivered. It was amazing. But this one was definitely better because I like the bad guy more. And yeah, it's a great, great movie. The music by Michael Giannacco, I believe, who did the music for this, was great. Pixar's second best movie in my opinion, and just such a blast at the cinema. Well, I don't know if I watched this one at the cinema, but I don't really care. First, I'm pretty sure you know what it is, The Dark Knight. Just perfection. There's not one scene in this movie that I don't think should not be in the movie. The score's perfect. Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon was great. Christian Bale as Batman was great. Heath Ledger as the Joker was a legendary performance from Heath Ledger there. What's there not to like about this movie? It's probably what my third favourite movie of all time. It's just so amazing. It's just, to watch, Batman and Robin, and to watch this, like, how are they both based on the same comic book character? It just baffles me. And I just can't get over it, how crazy it is that, this, not is in the same universe, but is made by the same company who made Batman and Robin. Just baffles me. But yeah, just, I couldn't, when I first watched this, I just had my mouth open for the whole movie, and I was just like, how is this happening? How can a movie be so perfect? I've watched it probably about 12 times, this movie, and I just love it so, so, so much. And it just beats all those other movies by a country mile. As much as I love them, this movie is on another level for superhero movies, and it just raised the bar. Because before this, Marvel weren't making too much. I think they were in the production of Iron Man, came out the same year. But watch this and then just watch any MC movie, and for me, this just beats it so easily. For the intensity of it, I don't think there was hardly any CGI in this movie. It just proves you don't need huge CGI bombs. You don't need Doomsday at the end of the movie just ruining the whole movie. And it was so, so, so good. And yeah, I could do a rant about Batman vs Superman now, but I'm not going to because I'm not in the mood for that. But yeah, just such a good movie. Enough has been said about it. Really want to get the 4K of this and just watch it in 4K. I'm definitely going to do a movie night for this one in the future because I need to watch this and just give you guys an in-depth review of it because I could literally talk about this movie for 10 hours and still be entertained by it. There is my number 1, The Dark Knight. Obviously, the most common probably opinion but this movie is just, it has to be there. It has to be number one for me. It's such a great movie. That's my top 5 superhero movies. Obviously, most of you probably won't agree with me. I don't love the Marvel movies. I've never loved the MCU movies. So I'm very sorry if my opinions do not lie with yours. And I'm very sorry about that, guys. Leave a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.